Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am CJ Christensen, and it is February, so let's break down what's been going on recently in the real estate market. Since the new year, we saw honestly a big influx of buyers that were people who honestly were looking at purchasing last year and never ended up happening, with the listings that were staying on the market over the Christmas period, because a lot of people tend to pull their listings off the market because they have family, they want to put up their Christmas decorations, etc. So there was a big boom at the very beginning of the 2026. A lot of those listings got sold. A lot of those buyers found places to move into. And now, since that, it's almost kind of the end of February here, and we've seen a little bit of a lull the last couple of weeks. A lot of our listings have been sitting with less action. They've still been getting a few showings or a few inquiries. We're still getting people looking online at those listings, but we're not seeing the open house traffic and the private showings that we were seeing at the beginning of the year. So those numbers have kind of cooled down a little bit. So to be honest, on the listing side, things are a little bit slower. You've got to be priced very sharp. You've got to have great listing, like good listing photos. Everything's got to be clean and taken care of. So while we're on this topic, I did want to dive into a couple of quick things I'm noticing for pre-listing renovations. We get asked this a ton, and the two biggest things I can say, obviously, number one is painting. Paint is cheap, and it makes a huge difference. Just having like this wall behind me is white, having a black wall or having a bright red painted white, they can make a huge difference on prospective buyers looking. So aside from paint, light fixtures is another big thing that don't cost a ton of money, but just having updated lights and those older yellow lights, changing those to a new LED bulb can make a huge difference. Especially in the winter months when people are looking at your home after work, say at 5 o'clock, it's a little bit dark. It definitely does not show the same as a nice June, July, August night. We've been seeing that on the listing side for buyers. There still is a tons of opportunity. Pockets of Surrey, for example, for condos, Surrey Central, we've seen so much inventory, and the buyer pool is just not there to support the amount of listings. There are new listings from this year. There are people who tried to sell last year that are retrying or relisting. So we're seeing a lot of listings on the market. Pricing wise, we're not seeing anything falling off the cliff. Prices are still softening. There are certain pockets, however, in Abbotsford, Langley, Maple Ridge, Surrey, that we've actually seen median price increase, and that could just be based off of more 4-bedroom townhouses are selling instead of 2-bedroom townhouses, and thus the median price is going to increase. So those numbers can be skewed slightly, but overall it is a promising sign for the market. It works in cycles. I don't think that anything's going to come crashing down anytime soon. A lot of people are asking me as well about if the bottom of the market has happened, and it's really tough to pinpoint the exact bottom of the market. Like I said, we have seen prices increasing on paper through the stats, but working in the market every day, we're not really seeing those prices popping off for people. We're seeing buyers able to negotiate in a lot of circumstances. We're seeing listings as well. I'm having a lot of buyers sending me underpriced listings, say a condo that should be priced at $475, they underlisted at $399, try and generate a ton of offers. We've seen this work to a varying degree of success. Sometimes they do get multiple offers and they do sell for a reasonable price. Other times they get offers at what they're listed for, and then they end up pulling the listing off the market. So strategy right now is huge. If you're looking at selling, we'd love to talk strategy. I also wanted to talk quickly about some places in Surrey. With the SkyTrain expanding down Fraser Highway into Surrey and Langley, we were seeing those homes close proximity to the SkyTrain a few years ago were selling for more, and it was because of the rental rates and the idea that the SkyTrain was going to be done soon. And honestly, it hasn't really happened. The SkyTrain construction has been very tough for people to deal with, for people commuting, for people with kids, and the dust and the construction is blowing around all around them. So we've seen a little bit of those areas tougher to sell, honestly, to call a spade. Being right on the SkyTrain line is great once it's finished, but right now we're seeing not a lot of people wanting to move to those neighborhoods, and just 2, 3, 4 blocks off of the Fraser Highway into some more residential suburban neighborhoods, we're not seeing that. So it's really only on those busy arteries. Same could be said for like King George, 200 Street in Langley. We've seen some listings there. Definitely catch some flack. So anyways, we will be back next month, and I will have some more updates for you guys then. Until next month, take care. And again, reach out if you are thinking of buying or selling in the next couple months. We'd be happy to make a game plan. Cheers, everybody.